Hi guys, it's Deb. Okay, so for page 4, I went ahead and attached our pocket on, but I forgot to attach the flaps. So I went ahead and took this part off, and it looks not very pretty, but here are the doors. Okay, so these are the doors, and this is the paper that I chose to use on the doors. So it has this here. I think that's it. Is that it? Oh wait. Oh, it goes like this. Sorry. So this is the page that I used for the doors, and on the back it looks like this. Okay. So I also cut the doors down a little bit because they were overlapping, and then I decided that I kind of wanted them like right next to each other, so that way the scenery of the page of the pattern paper could just look like it did, you know, as a whole piece. So I went ahead and cut them down. So instead of 5 by 8, you will cut it down to 4.5 by 8. Okay. So other than that, I think that is about it for that. And then the tags will be cut down as well. And I have everything noted in the cutting guide. Okay, so the tags will be 3.5 by 7 3/4, and then your small tag pockets will be 3 7/8 by 3. Okay, so your tags will just fit in there just like that. Okay, and then if we need to cut these down a little bit more, we can definitely do that. So I have these already papered and ready to go on my cardstock, and so now I'm just going to go ahead and attach the flaps. Okay, and I'm just going to put my adhesive on here, and then I will be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. So, for our closure on our doors here, okay, you will go ahead and put either like I used one of the circles from the little circle die that we have, and I used that to cut out some of the circles that I used throughout the book. And I'm looking for the die set right now. Here it is. And so what I did was I used this circle right here, okay, or the smaller one, and I went ahead and put part of the circle on the left hand side, okay, and then I went ahead and fussy cut some of the little pine cones, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see. Okay, so I went ahead and put some of the pine cones right here, and then what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and attach this little tag, and this is going to go underneath the pine cones, okay, and this will go underneath the tag. Okay, in order to get it right, I went ahead and I'm going to redo this so you guys can see. But in order to get that right, what you're going to do is just tear off a little bit of tape, and again, you're going to go ahead and cut down to about a quarter of an inch. So if you have 1/4 inch tape, that would be great. You can use that, and you want to just go ahead and put that on this right hand side. So you can flip this over and it will be now your left hand side, and you're going to just put that tape right down on that side. Okay, and I'm going to tear that off. Okay, burnish that down. Okay, and then you're going to put a little bit of tape up here. Okay, and then I'm going to ink this real quick so it matches the rest of our papers. And I thought this would be a good way to use your little tags or little cut aparts, you know, and it's just a really neat idea, something different, and I like using different things. And so here you're just going to go ahead and slide that under there. Make sure that this is not going to be attached to your circle, okay? You do not want that attached to your circle. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that there, just like that. All right, so it comes open like this, okay? This will slide under here. Oops. This right here, this part of the circle will slide under here now, okay? So that will slide under there, and this will fold underneath your pine cones, okay? Just like that. So it will close, okay, and stay closed. So when you put it together, you just go ahead, fold this part in, and there you go. So, you know, everything stays closed really nice and tight. So I thought that was a cute way to do a closure for little doors. And you know, and then if you wanted to, you can use some of the pine cones. It's a great way to use some of your little cut aparts from the main page, okay, from behind that little area, that page. So here's the main page right here, okay, and then when you turn it over, it has like all these little, all these little images on it, and I thought that that was so pretty, and you can use those to cut out. And so I have one whole sheet left, and I'm debating, you know, what to use it for. I think I'm just going to leave it and probably use it for the inside of our little photograph booklets that we make, okay? And so here I have this all papered in now, and I have our our little mat, our photo mat, okay? And I think the photo mat that I did was 7.5 by 8. Okay, that's what I finally came up with. And I think we will probably have to cut it down again because I went ahead and glued these sides down. And so I'll probably have to cut this down to 7. So I think it's still cute though. So I think that, you know, even though we have to cut it down a little bit more, I think it's still going to work. It's pretty good. So let me go ahead and cut this down. And I might have cut it down a little bit more than 7. I did. I cut it down to 6 and 5/8. And so I over-missed the mark of 7. So that's all right. You could still put a really nice photo on here that is 5 by 7 because right here, if you turn it this way, 5 by 7 can go this way. Okay, so that would be really nice, and that just slides right back in there. Okay, so so there is that pocket. Okay, and then here, of course, you can stick some photos here. And then for our tags, I thought it would be fun to use those when we made the little frame on our other pocket. Let's see, a while back, let's see, what, I think it was page 3. Page 3, we did a frame right here for on the belly band, and so I just used some dies that I had in my stash, and I thought this would be a fun way to use your negatives for another frame on your tag. So all you have to do is just put that frame down on your tag. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and just glue this down here. Okay, right here. And this is that graphics that I got from J&S Hobbies. That is awesome for photos. So for framing your photos in. So I'm just going to push that up just a bit. And I really like this graphics because it's so thick. It's thicker than just a regular, acetate window. So I really like it. And I know y'all hear my little darling in the background. She wants to come and see Nana. They're taking her away, so they want to be in here with their Nana when she's taping, and they think that Nana's stuff is so fun. So they don't want to play with their toys anymore. They want to be in Nana's craft room. So there is that. And how easy peasy was that, right? Because it's already cut out, so you don't have to really do a whole lot of cutting or anything. So yeah, and I'm just removing the glue that's back behind there before I stick it on here. And I don't usually paper the back of, if I'm going to have a picture on something, because the picture's going to cover all of this area anyway. So usually I just leave it white, okay? So from here, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and put your glue on the back of this graphics, okay? And I'm just going to glue that whole area in, okay? And I'm not going to glue in this part right here, okay? I'm not going to put any glue here. Actually, I'm going to remove that glue right there. I'm actually going to go ahead and put some tape there. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and take some tape. Oh, I have some tape already. I'm just going to go ahead and put this tape, since it's about 1/4 inch, and that's kind of what I need right here. I am just going to go ahead and place that right down there, just like that. So that way I can slide my picture inside there. And I'm going to put some more glue up and through here. Alrighty. And I'm going to go ahead and, oops, before I put this down, I always forget. I need to do the end of this. So I'm going to go ahead and do the end of this. Alright. Put this down, and then I'll go ahead and finish edging the ends of my paper with okay. So there we go. So now we have our frame down here, okay? And on our tag for our picture. And not only can you put a photo in here, but now you've got your journaling area in the back as well. So there you go. And of course you can definitely punch a hole in here, and you know, or add, you know, whatever you would like to this part. We did get some little gems, so I think I might go ahead and just stick a gem right there. That'll make it look really pretty. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to grab this and put a gem right there. There we go. Alrighty. So there is your frame, and then of course, you know, you can definitely go ahead and ink that and all the way around. Just like that. There you go. So now that one is done. Okay, so once you're done putting your frame on, then you can go ahead and cut this down if you want to, however you want to do that. And we added a little gem, right? So once we put our gem on here and we're done adding on our frame, you can go ahead and you can slide your tag right inside your pocket, okay? And again, you can cut these down if you want to, however you want to do it. You don't have to have them this long if you don't want, but they just slide down into your pocket. And again, you're just going to go ahead and make sure that your items fold right inside of each other, just like that. So yay! So anyway, so that's what I'm going to do with the tags. The other one will be actually made with this one. And this one is the oval, or not the oval, the circle. And these are made with the stitched, whoops, have all my stuff everywhere, you guys. This one is the stitched circles by Elizabeth Craft Designs. And this is an awesome die. It has 8, is it 8, 5? Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. It has 9 stitch dies on here, and they make wonderful frames, because we make one earlier with this die, and we actually do a shaker on this little booklet here. So I thought that was so cute. So so it turned out really, really super cute. So those dies are available over at JNS Hobbies and Crafts. So if you don't have something like this that makes little frames, you definitely want to get this die, okay? So it is awesome. I love it. So anyway, and I believe I show you all how to make photo corners with these on my previous. I did a garden, botanic garden book a couple of months ago using this die set, and it turned out super cute. So hope you watched that one too. Anyway, so just want to let you know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this matted and then put my graphics on the back of this, and then I will be right back. Hi guys, I'm back, and before we get started, I just want to say I have been sick, so if I cough or if you hear me, my voice goes in and out, I apologize. I've just been sick for the last week, so I've kind of forgotten where we left off at. I think it was page 4 where we put together our little mechanism here for our latch for the doors, and then we went ahead and made these little tags, okay, and so you can journal on the back or place pictures, and then you can also place a photo inside of each tag. Then I went ahead and did some photo mats in here, so you could stick some 4x6 photos on here, or do a 4x4 layout, whatever you would like to do here, and then a nice 5x7 photo or some more 4x6 photos. So those will go in our little pocket right here. Okay, and then this closes up like this. This piece folds in and under there, and this folds underneath our pine cones. So just like so, just like that. So everything is together. Then you flip it over, and on the back of page 4, what I did was I went ahead and again we used the corners, that corner die from Heartfelt Creations to create a little corner mounts so it holds down our little booklet here. This pulls out of the belly band, and then when you flip it open, you can put, again, 4x6 pictures, 5x7 photos. You can do some really nice photo layouts here using either 3x3, 4x4, your little 2x3 pictures, whatever you want to put here. Okay, and then what I did was I also used one of another piece here to create a large belly band. I really like the sceneries in this paper collection, so I really don't want to break them up a lot. So I went ahead and just created a large belly band and slipped this little 5x photo mat right in through there. So you could put lots more photos inside of this, okay? And this just folds right behind that belly band. And the nice thing about this belly band is that you can go ahead and place your titles here. So if you wanted to journal something or whatever, you can definitely do that. And this just slides right back down in through here. So I'm trying to, maybe I just need to get my bone folder and make sure it's wide enough to put that in there. There we go. And then this can just go right in there, just like that. Okay, so there is that piece. So now we are on to, so we've got page 4 done, which sits on top of page 3. All of our back pages are pretty much the same. I kind of decorated some already. I put some of the little gems that I was given and put those on the back there. So pretty much we are ready to insert our pages into our album at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the pages aside, okay? And we are going to cover the outside and the inside of our album. So for this album, I'm not going to have a closure on this, and I'm going to zoom out just a bit so you guys can see, okay? See my big mess here. So there we go. So for now, what we're going to do, we are going to go ahead, and I went ahead and cut out my inserts and everything for my pages, and so what we're going to do is, this is going to be my front, and I went ahead and inked everything as well. So I'm going to go ahead and set this down here. The spine right here is going to have this piece, okay, and then on the back here we are going to have this beautiful piece right here. I absolutely love this. So serene, you guys. It's just so pretty. Oh my gosh. So so that's what I'm putting on the back of the book there, okay? So and then we're going to go ahead and get to the inside. So right now I'm just going to go ahead, paper the outside, and then we'll do the inside, and I have some tricks for that one. So I'll be right back. Hi guys. Okay, I'm back. So I went ahead and placed my front pieces on, okay, and then I decided to go ahead and use some of the leftover lace that I had from the previous project, and it was this beautiful lace right here. Okay, you can find this over at J&S Hobbies and Crafts, and there's multiple ways to use it. I mean, you can use it like as a whole piece, right? You can also cut it out, cut it down, or just trim off where in between the leaves, and then this this pattern right here. I forget what they call that. But I thought that it would be a really cool little border right here on the edges, okay? And so what I did was I cut out the middle piece, which was the beautiful little leaves that were in between. So that's what I did. So and then I just glued these on. Okay, so that's another way how to use this really pretty lace from the shop. So you can definitely break it apart. Okay, and then on the inside here, okay, I wanted to go ahead and show you all what I had in store for this one. And here's my inside pieces right here. And I decided to go ahead and make this a pocket for your photos, okay, or for a photo. Whether you want to put 4x6 pictures on here or a nice 5x7. It is a 7.5. Sorry, it's a 7.5 by 8 inch photo mat. Okay, so and then we're going to create a pocket right here. Okay, so that way when it lays down, all you have to do is just slide your photo mat inside of that little pocket. Okay, and you can definitely go ahead and put some photos back here, or if you wanted to, you could go ahead and put a journaling card right here, or whatever you would like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we did that, okay, or how I did that. And so we're going to take this over here. We're going to put our book to the side. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and measure out what I did here. So what I did, here's my ruler. Okay, so from here, from the line that I drew from here to the edge of your paper, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so y'all can see better, okay? Okay. So from this line here, and again, I apologize, I have a cold, so please bear with me. Okay, so this is about 1.5 inches from the edge of your paper to the inside, okay? So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and draw a 1.5 inch line. Okay, and it's totally up to you how you want to do this. So I'm just going to grab my pencil, okay, and I'm just going to draw a really light line there, okay, and then I'm going to grab my ruler, and I'm just going to go ahead and match that up with that line. This cold does not want to go away. I have no idea where I caught it from, because no one else has been sick in my family, so I have no idea. So then from the edge here, okay, upward, I believe it's about a 1/2 inch or maybe a little shorter. Let me see here. It's about 3/8 inch, okay? So you can go ahead and do a 3/8 inch right here. And I'm actually going to draw a little line across this, because this is the border we do not want to go into, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and draw that 3/8 inch line right there, and I hope that that's even. And I'm just drawing a light line. I'm not drawing it very dark, okay? So there is the 3/8 inch line right there, and there is, from the edge to the inside is 1.5 inches, okay? So again, I'm going to go ahead and go here, turn this around, and do a 3/8 inch line. Okay, and again, just a light little pencil line, not anything very dark. Okay, so now we have that line, which is 3/8 inches from the top of the page, okay? And then the one from the bottom of the page. So now that we've got our lines drawn, we can go ahead and get our X-Acto knife and we can cut, okay? So for that, what you want to do is where your 3/8 inch line is going horizontal, okay, you want to get your X-Acto knife and cut the vertical line, okay? And you're just going to go start from that 3/8 inch line, and you're just going to go all the way down, okay? And this is how we're making our pocket, okay? Now you can make your pocket the other way, which is getting a plain white piece of paper and doing it that way. If you want to, you can definitely do that. I just find this way a little easier, okay? And then you're going to stop when you get to that bottom 3/8 inch line that we drew right there, okay? Then you can go ahead and you can erase all your pencil lines. Okay. Alrighty, so there is your pocket. So once you have this cut, okay, then you're going to go ahead and put it onto your book. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do the back one. So I'm going to bring my book over here. And this is just going to go right down here, just like that, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and move my tape. Alrighty, and I am going to add some glue to this. in the small part, this part up here, is you do want to go ahead and glue that down. Okay, so this one, you want to have this glued all the way down, or have glued, I mean, on it. And you want to just go ahead and put that even with your border here. And that looks good. Okay. And then you can definitely lift your book up and make sure that it's not on your seam right here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and find my little scraper guy. Okay. And then you can just slide your mat right in. Just like that. If you have to cut it down, you can definitely cut it down some. Okay, that's not going to be a problem, but it should fit all the way through, so that way when you close your book you don't see the mat in there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and then I will be right back and we will go ahead and insert our pages. Hi guys, I'm back. So I went ahead and covered both sides of the inside of the book, and I did make a boo-boo. So you know, I like to keep everything real. So, you know, because everybody makes mistakes, okay? And so what happened here was I flipped this over the wrong way, and I accidentally cut this side instead of this side. So when I went to put this on, I realized that it was on the wrong side. So I had to recut this part, and I just did a little strip down this side here, and then I went ahead and just did a cut apart right here, fussy cut out that little fountain, which I think is so beautiful. So I went ahead and did that, and I might add some more items, you know, on this little strip. I don't know yet. But so anyway, I went ahead and also added our little tabs right here from the cut apart sheet, and the cut apart sheet looks like this, okay? And then it has, let me see, I think, oh, here it is. It has these little tabs on there, okay? So I went ahead and cut out the winter one on both sheets, and the back looks like that, okay? So I went ahead and cut out both of the winter ones and stuck one on this side here, and then stuck one on the other side here, okay? So so yeah, so that's what we did there. So those little mats will go in here. And now the mat sizes I did cut down to 7 by 7.5, and I just felt that they fit a little bit better. It gives you a little bit more room for sliding, you know, sliding it in and out. And so I think that they work great. So now we're going to go ahead and start putting our pages in. So to put your pages in, and I'm going to kind of move some items off to the side here. Okay, so all my book fits through here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to turn my book this way so y'all could see the hinge. Okay, you are going to put score tape on both sides of this hinge. So one side is here and then here. When you put your score tape on your hinge, you are going to mount the score tape up close to the fold. Okay, so you don't want your tape down here by the score line. Okay, and okay, so right here is our score line. See, right here? So you want your tape up here on top by the fold, okay? So that way you don't put your page all the way to the fold. I think last time on my other book, I had explained that this is how I do it, because I know that some people have problems with putting their pages all the way to the fold here, to the score line, okay, all the way to the bottom of the hinge. You do not want to do that, okay? You always want to leave a little bit of space. So whether you want to leave you know, a 1/4 inch, or a 1/8 inch space between that and your tape, okay? So that way your page will fold or flip back and forth very easily. All right, so again, you want to go ahead and grab your tape and just put that along the top of that hinge where that fold is, okay? Just like that, okay? And then just grab your scissors and cut that off, okay? And then you can definitely just burnish those in. Once you get everything set, then you just want to go ahead and go over and burnish that tape in there, okay? Do not pull your tape, okay? So when you are putting your tape on your hinge, you don't want to pull the tape, okay? You just want to lay it down there, okay? Just lay it like this. And I just go along with the top of my finger along the fold and just kind of press it down with my thumb, okay? You don't want to stretch your tape. You don't want to pull it, because then it will be kind of tight and it won't look right, okay? So just want to let you know that, all right? And again, I'm just kind of putting the tape right up on top of that folded top part of my hinge there, okay? So, okay, so we're on our last one. And then we are going to put our pages in here, y'all. And then I will decorate the front, and then we will be done. I'll make some finishing touches to all of the pages, and then I'll do the walkthrough video, and that will be really neat. Okay. All right, so again, I'm just burnishing these down just like that, and then I'm going to cut this one off. Okay, and then I'm going to turn them over like this, one by one, and burnish that tape in. Okay, and I'm just burnishing that in. I did this number one pretty good already. So now I'm going to turn my book up right, and I'm going to go ahead and we are going to put in page number one. So for page number one, remember it was the one with the 2 pockets and the little booklets right here. We have our opening should be right here. Okay, our opening is right here. All right, so that is what slides into your hinge. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take off our tape. Okay. And if you're new to crafting, okay, I try to make this very easy for y'all. So that way there's no, there's no problems for you. If you ever have a problem, you can always email me. Okay. Or you can find me on Facebook, and you can post and private message me. So now that I've got my tape off of here, okay, and again, I'm just going to go ahead and get closer for you. Okay, now I've got my tape off of here. I'm opening up this part of my page, okay, and now there's two things you could do. Okay, if you are in a climate where there is lots of moisture, okay, I really, I like to add glue, okay. I mean, I live in Texas, and we do have some moisture problems here and there, okay, and so I do add glue to my hinge, okay. I just feel like I get a little bit stronger hold of that, all right. So I'm going to go ahead. I have my page open. My hand is inside, and I'm just going to slip this in here, okay? And you're going to push down until you see the end of that tape, okay? I cannot see. Okay. All right. Okay. Once you are at the edge of that tape there, okay, you can grab your little wipey and press in. If you have any glue coming out, you can. If you didn't add your glue, that's fine too. It's no problem. Okay. And I'm gonna okay. And okay, if you have some glue like I do right there, you can definitely get your little glue eraser. Try to remove that. See if I think it's tearing the paper though. Okay. Alrighty. And this just goes right back down here like that. Okay, so there we go. So there is that. So there is page 1. Okay. So again, you just want to go ahead and you want to burnish that in, okay? So there is page 1, and I don't know what's going on with this little book thingy. Okay. So next we're going to do page 2. And here's page 2, okay? And I'm opening it up with my hand, okay? Just making sure that it's ready to go. No, nothing, no problems with anything sticking, anything like that. Again, I'm going to grab my glue. Right. Okay, and I'm just going to stick this in here, grab my opening, Okay, just like that. And then again, I'm going to go ahead and burnish this in. Okay, just like that. I think I got too close to the edge there. Page 3. Hi guys, I'm back. So went ahead and put in all of our pages into our book. Okay, so this is what everything looks like. So, all right, so here is all of our pages, and then there's our flap for page 3, and then page 4. So everything is looking great. So, and then the back of our book here. So everything is looking really, really good, and our book stays closed. So, yay! So, yay! Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and decorate the front, and I will be making probably some different, I'll probably be adding some things to the pages and so forth, and And then I will see you guys later. So thank you guys for joining me in creating this beautiful album, our winter album. And I will be right back with our finished book. So next is the walkthrough. So thank you. I will talk to you soon. Bye.